Hello, welcome. Today we're going to tie a floating egg. It is not made with egg yarn, just like a glow bug, except we are using polypropylene yarn. This will make it unsinkable. This is very effective for steelhead and trout at times, especially during a heavy hatch. Floating egg, I don't know what it triggers, but it's very good. I have a size 10 light wire Scud hook. You could use an egg hook. I like Scud hook because it's lighter wire which won't sink your egg that much. You need 140 denier or a 3/0 or a 6/0, depending on what you use. Orange thread. Start the thread in the middle of the shank. Take some super glue. Take some super glue. This will help solidify the thread, sorry about that, to the hook. So you won't be able to spin that much, but you still are going to spin the fly to get it positioned where you want it. So I already cut 1-inch pieces of orange polypropylene yarn. I'm going to tie the first one away from me. I'm going to tie it right on the side, like that. Here, like that. Sorry, you guys couldn't see that. Pull your thread tight like this. It's going to want to twist. You're going to pull your thread tight. Do a wrap right there. To wrap it in front of it and behind it while you're pulling your thread tight, and then wrap around it like you would with a parachute post. Pull it out again. Repeat the same thing on the other side. It's going to be a little harder with that more yarn in there. You want to lay your threads right on top of each other. There's plenty of great videos on how to tie glow bugs on YouTube, so maybe I'll make one, but for the meantime, just check out someone else's. This technique is very similar to a lot of them, except this yarn does not flare out, so it's a little harder because we're using polypropylene. Could make it spotted, but you don't need to. So, tied in the yarn here. I'm just going to whip finish. Do a nice whip finish. Trim off your thread. I'm going to zoom out so you can see what I'm doing. I switched from my flat iron scissors to a cheap craft scissors. It's razor sharp. The blade is about 4 inches long. You want something like that because the blade on my flat iron is only about 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 an inch. Okay, so I'm just going to separate my yarn into its two hunks that I tied in. I'm going to keep it on its side, and I'm actually going to do is facing towards, you guys can't see that, sorry. Okay, so you're going to want a glow bug yarn as long as the gap of the hook. You're not going to trim this like you would a glow bug. Sorry, I said glow bug, polypropylene. So I'm just going to measure, trim it off like that. Do the same thing on the top, and I'm pulling the material up. Just trim that off. Hope you guys can see that. Sorry, it's on the top of the screen. And this is what it should look like from the side and the bottom. Well, that looks like 2 different eggs from the bottom. So, what you're going to do, grab it, twist it around the shank here. So now if you look at the sides, you can see the thread, but if you look at the bottom, it looks like an egg. This fly is probably not the best one to show your friends, so they'd probably think, whoa, he doesn't know how to tie a glow bug. Well, to some extent, this is not a glow bug. Taking just some head cement, I'm just lathering it so it won't rotate, but this fly is pretty much unsinkable. Yeah, you can sink it. You can make a regular glow bug float, but this one you don't really need fly floated. And for a lot of steelhead fishermen, they probably don't have float on them. Most of the time I do. But there you go, it's the floating egg. Thank you for joining me.